Welcome in. Here's a look at today's headlines. And a man is charged for a downtown Mobile shooting, and Escambia County fire leaves an apartment ruined. And one of the world's biggest pop stars announces a new album. All of that and more coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, welcome in. I'm Catherine Brook, and it is Tuesday. Thank you for joining me on News 5 Now at 5:35. We'll be talking about the 5 big stories, then we'll be doing our question of the day and then the poll, that and more. So let's go ahead and let's start with our big stories of the hour. Number 5, Taylor Swift is announcing her 12th studio album caused her website to crash. The pop star teased the release of The Life of a Showgirl in a video on Instagram ahead of her appearance on Travis and Jason Kelce's New Heights podcast. Early this morning, the countdown clock ticked down to 12:12, and then the big announcement. She's not saying when the album will be released, though, but the website says vinyl albums will be shipped in October. Number 4. Investigators think discarded smoking materials sparked an apartment fire yesterday. Escambia County Fire Rescue shared these photos that you're seeing now. A quadplex caught fire around 11:30 a.m. The flames destroyed one of the units. 2 others remained minor damage, and no one was hurt. Number 3. A man is injured after a shooting this morning in Escambia County, Florida. Escambia County Sheriff deputies say 2 cousins, a man and woman, traveled from Atmore to the woman's boyfriend's home around 4 o'clock in the morning. Upon arrival, the woman found another woman in the home where a fight then broke out in the doorway. That's when deputies say 45-year-old Edward Lewis came out of the house and fired shots. One of those shots struck 36-year-old Andre Butler. Lewis was arrested and charged with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, claiming the shooting was an act of self-defense. Butler, who deputies say gave a fake name, was taken to the hospital. After he was released, deputies say Butler was involved in another incident at a local hotel. Butler was then arrested and booked into the Escambia County Jail on various charges, including aggravated battery, assault, drug possession, and fraud, impersonation for giving a false ID to law enforcement. With number 2, a home was destroyed after catching fire in Okaloosa County. Firefighters from Okaloosa and Walton counties were called to the fire this morning on Lakeview Drive. The flames gutted the home, but crews say no one was hurt. Now, finally, with number 1, a man is charged for a downtown Mobile shooting that left 2 people injured. Police arrested 22-year-old Taryn Richardson yesterday, almost 24 hours after shots were fired around St. Francis and North Franklin streets. Investigators believe Richardson and several others were firing at each other when a man and several vehicles were hit. They say Richardson also stole someone's cell phone, and more arrests are coming. And that is a look of our 5 big stories of the day. Thank you again for joining me. Again, it is Tuesday. I'm happy to be here. It's feeling good outside, and let's go ahead. So we have our question of the day, and so let's see what you guys have to say about it. So, President Trump is considering reclassifying marijuana as a less dangerous drug. So we want to know your thoughts. And I just heard about that as well. So let's see what you guys say. So it's Lori says it should be legal and available in all states. I know back in 1995 when my father was dying with pancreatic cancer, smoke some so that he would be able to eat something, and he did. Yeah, medical marijuana. Legalize it. Just outlaw the smell. That's what Frank said. That's funny. And then Hagen said, I don't even smoke and I want it legalized. But yeah, so I personally can't drive on it. It would be fatal. Yeah. Much less of a drug than cigarettes, and I consume both. That's what Rob said. God gave us seeds and said use them as food. So yeah, a lot of people are, kind of saying legalize it, or kind of having a different kind of opinion, but majority are saying, why not legalize it? So that's pretty interesting. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing on our question of the day today. So then, with a further ado, let's go ahead with our poll of the day. And our poll is, do shootings at stores deter from you shopping indoors? So this comes from the shooting in Texas yesterday at a Target. So 22 of you guys said yes, 72 of you guys said no, and then 6 of you guys said no opinion. Thank you guys so much for, again, voting on that poll. Personally, for me, I wouldn't deter me from shopping in stores. I prefer to shop, anywhere in person rather than online, but that's just my personal opinion. But here's what you can do next. You can follow WKRG News 5 on Facebook to be notified when News 5 Now streams live every weeknight at 5:30 p.m. And so with that, so for tomorrow, you can go ahead and answer the question of the day for then. It is, what is your most used emoji? For me, it's either the cry laughing emoji with like the new one, like where the emoji's like on its side and like cry laughing, or it's like the like pouty, like smiley face, like the care face, I would say. I don't know. Those are my 2 most used emojis personally, but I think this is a great question. I would love to see what you guys say about it. And also for our next Facebook poll, I love this one. Will you be listening to the new Taylor Swift album? I know I will. I'm so excited about it. Me and the girls were talking about it in the station just before I came on today, just talking about her release and how she's going to be on the podcast, I think tomorrow, and just that kind of reveal. And I'm very excited. I really am looking forward to some new music, maybe some vault music, but we'll see. But I'm curious what you guys have to say, Gulf Coast, what you guys will be listening to or not. So we'll be right back with you guys tomorrow to share those results. And thank you guys so much for watching and joining me today. It was a pleasure, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.